Morning students, welcome to Design Laboratory. We will start with the second experiment, that is longitudinal vibration of helical spring. The main aim of this experiment is to study the longitudinal vibrations of a helical spring and to determine the frequency or period of vibration, that is oscillation, theoretically and actually by experiment. So the description about the setup. So one end of the open coil spring is fixed to the screw and which engages the screw hand wheel. The screw can be adjusted vertically in any convenient position and then clamped to the upper beam by means of a lock nuts. And lower end of spring is attached to the platform carrying the weights. Thus the design of the system incorporates the vertical positioning of unit to suit the convenience. So if you consider a spring mass system, here K is the stiffness and M is the mass of this mass of the block. At any instant, let it occupy any displacement position as shown in this figure. So the spring force and inertia force on the mass in the displaced position are shown in this figure. So for this, if you write the differential equation for this setup, it is mx double dot plus kx equal to 0. So from this you can write the natural frequency as omega n equal to square root of k by m radian per second, where this m is mass of the block and k is stiffness of the spring. So again here also you have to make some of the observation. First you need to note down the length of the spring, then mean diameter of the spring and wire diameter. After that, in the observation table, first you need to note down the attached mass, then number of oscillations, say 10, 20, 30, like that you have to take. Then time for n number of oscillations you need to note down. After that, after attaching that mass, you need to note down the deflection of the spring. Then these are the things which you need to calculate based on these noted values. So this is the setup for that experiment, longitudinal vibration of helical spring. So here you can see, first you need to measure the length of the spring. So it is 215 mm. The second observation is mean diameter of the spring. So from the with the help of vernier scale, you need to measure the mean diameter of the spring. So it is 33 mm. So it is 33 mm. Then you need to measure the diameter of the wire. So it is 1.5 mm. So here you can see it is 1.5 mm. So after measuring these values, that is length of the spring, mean diameter and thickness of the wire, first you need to attach a mass of 0.5 kg. Then you need to give some initial displacement. Then you need to note down the time period for the 10 number of oscillations. So here we are giving the initial displacement
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So the time period for 10
5.44
oscillation is 5.44 second. After that you need to measure the deflection. For that, again you need to measure the length of the spring,
26.
So here we are getting it as 26 centimeter and the initial length was 21.5 centimeter. So the deflection will be 26 minus 21.5 mm. So like that you need to calculate the deflection. Then here I am attaching 1 kg of the load. Then I will measure the deflection.
30 centimeters.
So it is 30 centimeter. So without load it is 21.5 centimeter. So with the 1 kg of load is 30. So 30 minus 21.5 will be the deflection. So now I am giving the initial displacement to this and note down the time period for 10 number of oscillation. So for 10 number of oscillation, the time period is 6.41 when the attached mass is 1 kg. Now I will attach 1.5 kg to the same setup and I will measure the deflection now. So to measure the deflection, first you measure the total length of the spring. It is
34.
34 centimeter. Without load it was 21.5. So 34 minus 21.5 will be the deflection. So now I will give the initial displacement. Yes. And count for 10 oscillation, and meanwhile you have to note down the time.
10.
So the time period is 7.72 second. So after taking these readings, you need to do the calculation. So that calculation I will explain in the next video. Thank you.